from Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in downtown Lake Worth, Texas. Welcome in, everybody, to the Grandpa and Pappy Show as we celebrate another day of semi-quarantine.
Yeah.
And more evidence and more doctors, Pappy, are coming up and saying that this virus is...
bunch of caca.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out how to say it kind of
You thought I was going to say
cleanly,
shit,
shall we say.
you thought I was going to say that.
But I heard, and maybe you heard the same thing, that Friday that bars in Texas can open up.
Yeehaw.
Is that correct? Do you hear that?
25%.
Only 25% of the
Oh,
bars.
I thought they were going 50.
No, that's restaurant bars. The field office will be open for 50, which means I can sit 3 foot closer to you guys. I think that's what that means.
Well, maybe so. I don't know. We've got a good show lined up for you today, folks.
We do,
Pappy came up with this subject matter the other day, and we whipped it out there for you guys. And Lord have mercy, have we gotten the comments. Now, I want to preface everything by saying Pappy and I decided from the get-go that we weren't going to talk religion on this program because it's such a personal thing to everybody.
That's right.
But with this subject, we may be skirting the issues a little bit.
Yeah.
So you will bear with us. I know there's folks out there that don't believe, and that's your choice.
That's right.
I mean, you'll have to answer for that one day.
Yeah. Maybe.
As well as all of us. But we're going to be talking about will you allow yourself to be chipped and vaccinated? Now, boy, that opens up such a can of worms.
And as in usual, we did have to clean some comments up, I'm sure.
Boy.
I haven't gone through all of them, but I've seen a couple.
Not as bad as some of the other ones because, like I say, folks, I mean, sometimes these comments are geared toward the religious sector.
Well, and you really can't discuss a new world order or a one world order or being microchipped without religion coming into play.
Well, that's very true.
That's prophecy.
Yeah, it is
It's
prophecy,
not
and
like we weren't told about it.
I'll be sharing some of that with you from Revelations this morning.
Yeah.
But without further ado, hey, we've got so many comments that you folks sent in to us, which we do appreciate it very much.
Y'all are so awesome out there.
Let's get to work on it. Let's tell you. Remember, this show is what you think. That's what this show is all based about, and you have a voice.
That's right.
Right here. Whereas on the national news medias and stuff like that, your voice is not heard. It is heard here, good or bad, agreeing or indifferent.
Let's dive into it.
Let's do it. Go ahead, my man.
Sherry Bracewell says, hell no, she won't have a chip. Short and sweet. Hell to the no. I couldn't say it any better. You know?
Dora Jean Jordan said, no way ever would she have a chip. Now, as you see that picture behind us here, these are what these chips are looking like. And the FDA, Pappy, has approved chips.
Of course they have.
You know?
They're getting paid well for
I'm
that.
just telling you, folks. Yeah. That's doing the research on it.
And there's talk, and I haven't seen anything on it where people are claiming have claims been made that they can make these things as small as a grain of sand.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be a chip like the one we're discussing today.
No.
A vaccine chip.
Yeah, they put it right there in your hand, right there.
Won't put it in
most
my
of them.
hand.
Oh, they won't be. And some of the comments that you folks made, which we'll be reading, will say that very same thing in a rather strong fashion.
Right.
So, anyway, let's see. Where are we at, Pep?
Number 2.
Okay, Dora Jean Jordan said, no way ever. I believe that.
Art Shauna Scar said they can kiss his arse, which comes
I cleaned that up, Pat.
Which comes to his mind as the sweetest special charm or southern slang, bless your heart. Try that on me, and you can guarantee that you're getting my lead first before I get the microchip.
That's just putting it mildly. I mean, come on.
How do you really feel, Art?
Hey, Art, I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Helen Johnson said she really wants a tattoo instead of a chip.
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry.
We haven't discussed that yet. No. And Jerry Blum says, no effing way on a chip or a tattoo. Now, a little bit about his story. He's got descendants from the Holocaust.
Yeah.
So he's pretty funny about tats and chips and stuff like that.
Well,
So
you can't blame him. I mean, that happened. And I still cannot think that there are people out there that say the Holocaust never happened. I just, in my wildest mind,
really,
I cannot even fathom that thought.
Well, they must be of German descent.
Well, I don't know what descent they are, but there are some that say it just did not happen.
Well, it happened.
It happened. It happened, folks. I mean, come on. Let's see. Billy Bryan said he has been saying for years to microchip illegals, you know where they were after they were deported.
that way you'd know where they're at after deported. I don't give a damn where they're at after they're deported. Somewhere else.
Just have a good time.
Yeah. Nadia Shepherd said, y'all are slow talking, and what's the rest of the story? Just my opinion, of course. Y'all try to figure out your grandchildren. Not my problem. Most have druggies, not me. Pelosi's brought heroin into the U.S. I know. I saw the mafia in California on the piers and in Washington State.
My question here, Nadia, have you been hitting the wine on this? I mean, we read it just like you put it in.
Well, she might be smoking them left-handed cigarettes or something, but I think I got
I'm not
your point.
accusing. I'm just asking.
Nadia's a buddy of mine. She's one of my online buddies. So she's,
yeah.
I think I catch your drift, but FYI, the mafia's everywhere, darling. Everywhere.
It is it.
Like
Bobby Hearn said, not me. That's what the government wants, and that is a way to track every move we make in this COVID-19 BS is a way to get it. Time for people to wake up and see the big picture. Bobby, we're on the same track.
Bobby's coming around.
Yeah, I like it.
But they've got several ways of tracking you.
Well, yeah, they can even track you on your telephone.
Every time you turn that cell phone on, they know where you're at.
Yeah, your car, GPS trackers. Yeah.
And some say they can even see what you're doing in your living room when you turn the TV on, which I don't believe.
Well, if that's the truth.
I'm sure I would have got some kind of nasty letter over that.
If that's the truth, it's rated R.
That was a fact. My disc-flinging buddy, Penny Steele, said she's never being chipped. Never.
Well, I've never been chipped, and I won't either. Ginger Lynch said no. It's the beginning of the New World Order. Read Revelations in the Bible, which I just so happen to have.
Well, by God.
Now, if you're a Christian, which I am, and you believe in the Bible, which I do, you can look at some of the verses in Revelation. And the only reason we're reading this is because it fits into the context of what we're talking about.
It does, yeah.
And what you mentioned just a few minutes ago, Pappy, that we've been brought up with this all of our lives.
We have.
And it's been around for a long time. Revelations 19.
From the King James.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah.
Revelations chapter 19, verse 20 said, "And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone." Now, verse 16 says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads."
Your forehead?
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Yeah. And then chapter 14, verse 11 said, "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. Now, you realize what the mark is, right? 666.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it says here,
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which figures out to 666.
By God.
Yeah, that's by God. He did tell John that.
Can a brother give a by God on that one?
Oh, man, it just scares the heck out of me that we're even considering letting ourselves be chipped. This kid won't.
Modern technology never ceases to amaze me, but it's kind of taking it over.
This is going over the edge.
When you have a government that says you will be vaccinated.
I got news for you, government.
I won't either.
And world order.
Yeah.
You ain't telling this kid to get chipped. Might as well just go ahead and take me to the guillotine like it says in the Bible.
And amigo, we grew up in a time to where we would stand in line to get vaccinated. You had to have the series
the
to
polio.
go to school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all got the scars to prove it.
Yeah.
But that was back in a time to when you could trust a doctor, trust your government, supposedly. I could because I was a kid.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Well, we didn't know any better.
Well, JFK got shot and screwed all that up for me. I know that, but that's another show. Oh, look here. Number one son, Jason Terry says, nah, I'm good.
I could hear him say that too. That's just so Jason.
Standing in line, he goes, nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Later.
Let's see. Charlie George said that the mark of the beast is not happening for her. Folks should probably be looking at self-sufficiency.
I agree, Charlie. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well said. Tiffany Chestnut, our old bud, Tiffany, says, you put one in my hand, I'm going to dig it out.
And she will.
She will.
B.J. Swartz said the only chip going into my body is going to have queso on it.
I like
BJ, I like that.
I like that.
That's pretty good stuff.
Maybe a little bean dip or something. Crawford Young said, everybody talks a mean game, but as soon as you go under for any type of surgery, guess what? It's going to happen, and you won't even know it. Well, guess what, Brother Crawdaddy? I'll find out. I will find out.
Oh, yeah. You'll find out.
Yeah.
Shirley Mills says she is not being chipped. I'm not a dog. Well, I'm not going to be chipped knowingly.
Well said, cuz. Jerry Blum, once again, said no chips and no arm tattoos. My ancestors went through the arm tattoos, and I sure as hell will not. Mm-hmm. Much respect, Brother Jerry. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Russell Curlin said, nope, not going to happen.
Yeah.
And yep, they're going to try all kinds of ploys to get you to do it. And nope, I just can't make myself do it.
Ain't going to happen.
Not going to do it.
Not
Just
going
not
to
going to do it.
And
Wouldn't be prudent.
He lives up in the plains of Wyoming. He can see him coming a long way off.
Mm-hmm.
I know how he's set up.
Yeah.
Saquon Brown says, if you want a true horror story, pick up the Bible and read Revelations, where God showed John how all of this will end. If that don't scare the hell out of you, nothing will. There is no way I will ever take a chip or a tattoo in this world, because I want to make it to the next one.
There you go. Can't argue with that one.
There's another world?
Yeah.
Oh,
Saquon, that's prophetic. I like it.
It is.
Let's see. Philip Thompson of Bossier City, Louisiana. Hello, Bossier City.
Yeah.
He said, all they are doing is trying to set up a new world order. Mm-hmm. It is all in the Bible, foretold centuries ago. God is warning us that Christ is returning, and those who believe in him will be going with him, and those that don't will be facing a horrible 7 years of trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Look at what is happening today as opposed to what was predicted in the Bible, and you will see we are living truly in the last days.
Well, according to the Bible, we are.
Yeah.
But according to the Bible, we've been experiencing those last days for quite some time.
Well, you can look at that in a number of different ways.
Well, Rome wasn't built overnight,
Well, that's
nor
true,
was
too.
it torn down overnight. So,
That's
I
true.
mean, we all have our own beliefs, but well said, Philip. We appreciate you sending that in. AC Green said if someone does try to put a chip into him, he'll put a bullet into whoever is trying to do it. No questions, no hesitation. A lot of general population are cowards, but I'm not.
Bingo.
You can cow down to the wishes of the government, but I will stand and fight for my rights and beliefs.
AC.
That's what being American is about, by God. Right
Bingo.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said, AC. Yep.
Man.
Well said.
AC, you just said what a lot of people think. I mean, let's stop and rephrase that. A lot of rational people. Because we've had more and more and more doctors, and I know it's getting off the subject a little bit, that are coming out and saying the COVID-19 virus is all just political rhetoric. It's intended to scare you, and it's working. Because there's so many people that are so afraid to come out of the house that they're even scared of their shadows now. So, based on what AC just said, he is absolutely spot on.
Well, and I mean, even if you take it out of a religious or Christian aspect and take it back to the days of the Holocaust, how did all that start? Trust me, I will give you safe haven. I'm going to put you in a place where you're safe, and then what? 60 million people gets killed.
Yeah.
I mean, hell.
Yeah.
And that's that's how it crap starts. Trust us. Stay quarantined. Give me your guns. I don't think so.
Yeah, now they're even trying to do the voting, friends, by mail-in ballots, which is going to open up all kinds of voter fraud. And we've got to fight against this. I mean, this coronavirus, it like I say, is all political rhetoric. Yes, people are getting sick. Yes, people have died from it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying another doctor came out and gave his opinion on this, and the things that he was saying and the statistics that he listed was a lot like what we did when we did our program.
Absolutely.
But he had the up-to-date stuff, and it's just mind-boggling that we have cowered down so much and been told to do so much, and all of our rights and freedoms taken away from us, Pappy. It's mind-blowing.
We the sheeples. You know what I mean?
The sheeples, I like that.
Jesus Christ almighty. I saw a funny...
He does come out with some good shit every once in a while.
That's what we are. I mean, we put all our faith in mainstream media and what he said, she said, and half of it's not researched by them or us. I mean, everybody's lazy when it comes to that kind of crap. But I saw a funny meme this morning. You know what the new pandemic will be?
What's that?
99.83% of us survived. There's something to boggle your little mind with.
That's it.
That?
James C. Cantor says he thinks either Barack Obama or Bill Gates is the Antichrist. Why would Gates push for chipping everyone for convenience, he says, when it is his way of keeping up with all of us? Wake up. It's time to stand up and fight this type of aggression. I believe all of this coronavirus crap is all a part of the plan to teach us submissiveness, which goes back to what you just said just a few minutes ago.
Being a sheeple. I mean, and it's no secret Gates is all about population control. They have a summit every year. What is it, 2%ers now or 2.5%ers that are multi-billionaires? They'll all get together and they'll talk about what they can do to decrease the population of the world. Another part of the one world order. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
I mean, who the hell is he to?
It's scary.
Well, yeah.
And who made him wealthy? We did.
Yeah.
Buying his crazy computer products.
Yeah. Zuckerberg will be next in line.
You think?
Yeah. He's getting the big bucks,
Oh, what can you say, Harley?
Jesus Christ. Paul C. said, woe is me to whoever tries to put a chip into me, because it will be unpleasant.
That's one I did clean up.
I know. Well said. And we appreciate all of your comments. You guys rock. You really do. We'll throw it out there, and y'all make comments. I mean, you can agree to disagree or complain. We'll even let you blow snot bubbles and lay on the floor and kick and scream. We don't care. Just send them in. Grandpa and Pappy at gmail.com.
Our Special K, and if I can put her on the spot and see how quick she is with the mouse over there. On some of these pictures that we showed, let's go back and look at some of those of where you take that chip. There's one shot that you showed that I noticed where they were putting it into their hand, and then one in the back of the neck. Now, those are the chips right there, okay? Those are the little chips.
Screw that.
As you can see right behind us now. Watch your pictures right there.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, putting in those chips in the, according to the Bible, put it in the right hand.
Yeah.
Now, on this picture, it was the left hand.
Yeah, he must be a southpaw.
Yeah, but you look at that, folks. Learn what those pictures right there behind us is going to look like.
Yeah,
in case they try to do that to you.
Crawford Young, this is how I would catch it. I mean, if I go in for any major surgery, you can bet your ass I'm going to get some x-rays when I come out. And they will go home with me. I'll be like Tiffany. I'll be getting a steak knife, digging that crap out. A pair of tweezers and a steak knife.
Well, knowing you, if you got a knife, it's going to be sharp as a razor blade anyway.
Well, if I got a knife, that ain't going to happen. I better hope I don't have one on me when they go trying to
But you can see from these pictures where they're putting it on. And there was one, I don't know, Karen, if you could find it, of putting, it showed a young lady with getting it in the back of her neck. Right there. That's it. Right there. I'm sorry. I guess I need to look at the monitor.
I like that ponytail.
Yeah, but see, folks...
Yeah, that's crazy.
You got to stop and think about this. Now, a lot of the comments that were made, if I'm understanding from all of the comments that were made from our viewers, all of these comments that Pappy and I just read, they either were quoting or speaking from a religious aspect.
They were speaking from the heart.
Yeah. But from a religious context.
Yeah.
Or the other ones were just putting it in from a personal context, which says, I'll blow your butt away if you try to put one in me.
That's right.
Now, that's the way I'm feeling about this.
Oh, myself. They better hope the hell they don't make the mistake of doing it on a house call basis.
Now, there's a company up north. There's a company up north, Pappy, that required their employees to be chipped.
Yeah.
And that was, I mean, they can punch in to go to work. They can use that for a debit card and not have to worry about carrying a debit card.
And that's convenient.
Convenient?
Yeah.
But
what's it going to cost you? Yeah, it's going to cost you a hell of a lot more than it's worth.
Well, yeah. What would you do, folks, if your employer walked up to you and says, in order for you to work for us now, you got to be chipped?
Yeah.
I would love to be a little fly in the corner on a lot of folks.
Well, I'd probably be in jail for assault and battery, but with the hope and intent of getting a severance check with a broke nose.
Lord have mercy.
That wouldn't happen to me. I mean, I'm retired. It wouldn't have happened to me back then anyway. Yeah. And I worked for the government for quite a while, so.
Well, we want you to make up your own minds, folks, but we're just bringing you the facts.
Just in. No, and according to the comments that we've received, which are all awesome, I think their minds are pretty made up.
I do too. Yeah. And for those who are, how did you put it, sheeples?
The sheeples?
The sheeples that is following right along into, it's like following the, what do they call them?
Democrats?
No, that too. Oh, the lead sheep that leads them to slaughter. Oh, God, I can't think of it.
Talking about old Big Buck?
No. And this is just straight coffee, folks, right here. I mean, there's nothing in it.
Mine's not. I had a good excuse.
It's what?
Wish Malia happy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my daughter's birthday is today. Number 40. Man, I'm feeling old. Happy birthday.
Happy
now,
birthday,
I want to
sweetheart.
set this record straight while we're on the air here. Yesterday, the 19th. I know my daughter's birthday is on the 20th.
No, you don't.
But Monday,
I read the
I was
post,
saying all day Monday that it was the 19th, and yesterday, Tuesday, I thought it was the 20th.
Yeah.
And I posted something really nice and all this in Facebook and all this with some pictures and all, and boy, did I get chastised. My birthday is tomorrow. My son said, I guess you know her birthday is tomorrow. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
And I can't make a whole lot of fun about you regarding that because my mother's birthday is 3 days after my older brother's birthday. But see, I had a way out because they both lived in separate cities at the time. I just buy both a card and put it in the mail.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
And
Aunt Lou refreshed me
it's
real
not
quick
like
about
I don't know when my son and daughter's birthdays are.
He don't.
It's ingrained in my brain.
Sweetheart.
And I was there when they were
Daddy's
born.
getting old.
Yeah.
Daddy's
We
getting
both
old.
had a brain fart.
Had a brain fart. I get those about every 15 seconds.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this about talking about chips, but let's get to some of the viewer comments that we...
And thank you again for all your comments. I mean, keep them coming. Keep them coming. grandpaandpappy@gmail.com or on our website. Amigo.
It's www.grandpa and the letter N pappy.com.
Very good.
Give us some suggestions, folks, on what you would like for us to talk about. Subject matter that's important to you that you'd like for us to research, talk about, and find out what your fellow viewers. That's exactly what we're standing on.
That my amigo here and I agreed on. I mean, we're all about your comments.
Your voice is heard. This is
Give
your
us something
program
to talk about.
to be heard.
We are listening.
Let's see some of the viewer comments we received. Logan Prentice liked the show on national debt. He said he never seriously gave it a thought until we read some of the numbers facing our country. He says it made him sit back and evaluate things a little bit.
I couldn't say that better myself because, I mean, we take that for granted. Well, the government's going to spend money on this, that, whether we agree or disagree, it's going to happen. Has always been my conviction. But you're right, Logan. I mean, in the research findings that I came up with, and as everybody knows, we both research before we speak because we get our butt lit up if we don't.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And it really opened my eyes too. To what the hell is actually going on with our tax dollars? I mean,
well, one thing too, if you've watched the news, and this is true, the Democrats have come up with a $3 trillion relief package, phase 2, and the Republicans are standing firm against it. It barely passed in the House, where 14 Democrats passed against it, and President Trump says he's not going to pass it either, and the Senate says that too
he'll kick it down.
Because it's increasing the amount of unemployment you get each week, and it will deter you from going back to work.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
And our illustrious president also, not to jump tracks too far, is shooting down the imported beef bill.
Yes, I like that.
We'll grow our own moo beef.
Absolutely, and it's the best in the world.
Okay, getting back to the comments, We the Others Band, coming from YouTube, commented that he don't wear a mask, period. And he also alluded to say, great show, fellas. We appreciate that, brother.
Thank you. Pete Taylor said we need to do a show on the stupid stunts that Democrats have pulled in the last few years.
That'd be a
He
long
says
show.
he has been researching it, and his eyebrows stayed raised for 2 weeks.
You can join Pelosi on that one.
Yeah.
That's right. She had hers raised. Glenda Hardy commented on our show about unmasking General Michael Flynn by the Obama administration. She says that she's praying that they will all go down for this. Sadly, I will be so shocked if they are.
Yeah, probably true. Brett Barker also said that, hell yes, the Obama administration should be held accountable for their unmasking of General Flynn.
I agree, Barry. I do. I mean, irregardless to what side you're on, if you screw up, you need to be held accountable.
That's true.
Republican, Democrat, whatever.
Very true.
Big Daddy Wynn said, it seems like we hold back on some of our true feelings about some of our subjects. He
About us.
He said, take a shot of something and let her rip. Well, got a flash for you, Big Daddy. I got me. Is that a big
You
enough
only
shot
knew
glass
what
for
this
you?
guy had in that.
That's a big shot.
He took your advice a long time ago.
You know, but in getting that's right. I'm about 2 steps ahead of you, brother. If you don't believe me, come to beautiful downtown Lake Worth, and I'll take you somewhere and
Ain't
prove that.
it so? Well, it's been a really good.
But you know, getting back to your real quick, we have to please all the people all the time if we can, which is never going to happen.
Sure.
I mean, we agreed coming into this show that we would filter some of it, not withhold, but filter language.
A little bit of.
I wanted to sit on top of the table naked and pick my nose and flick stuff around the room, and of course, Special K shot that down. So that's a picture she didn't get rid of.
Yeah,
but
she don't want to. She don't want to see that.
That's right.
It's been a good show today, and we appreciate everybody's comments.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Again, we want to give you our email and webpage address. Our email address is grandpaandpappy@gmail.com.
Absolutely. And hit us up on our website, grandpaandpappy.com. And while there, hit the big red button. It'll take you straight to YouTube to our current show, which is, this is what, 29? 28?
Yes, it is.
Jesus
29.
Christ, where's the time go? And, leave a comment, good, bad, or indifferent, a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do while you're there, but be prepared for self-defense tactics if you do something crazy.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Hey, coming up Friday, we're going to have a little fun. We've been very, very serious on some subjects here in the last couple of weeks. We're going to have a little fun Friday.
Yeah.
It's called Facebook Funnies.
Oh,
How many times have you looked at Facebook and read some of these things and just died laughing? Well, we're going to feature some of those on Friday, and we've had a lot of you viewers out there that have sent us one that you saw that was funny, and we're going to feature them, make fun of them, have a little fun with it on Friday before we get ready.
And by the way, Doug Caldwell,
Yeah.
some of yours will be probably not allowed. I don't even think editing will help some of them. That crazy fool.
Yeah, this is all leading up to our big Monday show on Memorial Day, where we honor all of our veterans, those who gave their lives in war, and those that have served. We just decided to make sure that all of them got honored,
Plus
and we're looking forward
our
to that.
very own Divine Special K will create one of her montages.
Oh, yeah, and right quick. But speaking of that,
Yeah.
our buddy Brian Emerton up in Tennessee has sent us a special music bed to play behind the montage
It's
to close
awesome,
out on Monday's show. So be sure to listen to that. This guy's good.
Yeah. And thanks again to Bulldog Willis for allowing us to use his music on our intros.
Absolutely.
This boy can...
He can pick.
He can milk an axe, is all I got to say. But,
Pappy, it's been fun. We thank you guys for joining us.
We do.
Have a very good day. We'll see you back on Friday as we usher in the Memorial Day
We'll
weekend.
be right here waiting.
Until then, be safe. God bless, and we'll talk to you
Take
soon.
care of one another and know we love you.
Bye-bye.
Later.